What up, y'all? It's your boy Sonny James here, coming to you live and direct from the Serato studio in downtown Los Angeles. You know, when the pandemic first began, my partner Cut Corners did a really dope video on how to get your DJ sets up and running for your live streams. If you haven't seen that yet and you still need help getting set up, you can check it out on our YouTube channel. But I'm assuming most of you have already been streaming regularly on Twitch or other platforms, like a lot of us. A whole lot of us. But I'm here today to deliver my top 5 tips on how to turn up your production quality on your live streams. So without further ado, let's get it. So number 1, scheduling. One of the most important things once you're up and running is developing consistency and having a schedule that people can hold you to. And it's way easier to promote that way. I'd say it'd be pretty difficult to build an audience when they have to guess when you're gonna be on. One of the things I personally like to do with my channel is program it like a TV network with a different theme every night. Having a consistent schedule also makes it way easier for your homies to raid your channel because they know when you're gonna be on. I'd say the channels that I watch the most often are the ones that have a consistent schedule because I know when they're gonna be on and I know to go right to it when I log on to Twitch. Number 2, overlays. So in the day and age of live streaming, visual aesthetic is more important than ever. When building an overlay, this is your opportunity to get as creative as you can and stand out from the rest. I think it's really important when building overlays to put in information that you don't want to have to keep announcing repeatedly verbally. Information like that can include, donation information, your affiliations, and even your schedule. One thing I've seen become really effective on platforms like Twitch is to build overlays that are relatable to your audience. For some folks, this might be food related or video game related or even pop culture related. Building amazing overlays is not everyone's forte, but this is an opportunity for you to reach out to your graphic design homies, maybe lace them with a couple bucks and get it going. Or if you don't have any homies that are really savvy with graphic design, you can quickly download an overlay template right here. Number 3, chat alerts. I found that simple chat alerts can be really helpful in terms of keeping the engagement and the chat activity going on your live stream. These can also save you and your moderators lots of time and effort from having to respond to every single person that's active in your chat. This way, you can spend a little bit more time focusing on your mix. I've also found what's pretty effective is setting up promotional alerts that go off on a timer and can help promote you across other platforms. In Streamlabs.com, you can do this by going to CloudBot and then going to the Timers tab, and then you'll add a timer, you'll name the timer, you'll add your message, and you'll also want to add the interval. For me, I don't want to annoy my audience, so I usually put it at about 20 minutes or so. Click save, and you're good to go. You can set the chat filter according to the style of your audience. For instance, some folks want to keep their chat as clean as possible with 0 swear words. Some of us care a little bit less about those things. To customize the level of protection in your chat, on Streamlabs.com, go to CloudBot and then Mod Tools. And then once you're in Mod Tools, you can use link protection, word protection, paragraph protection, and so on. Click on Preferences and you can add any phrases or words that you do not want to appear in your chat. Save your settings and you're good to go. But first, don't forget to add Streamlabs as a moderator in your chat. Using Streamlabs alerts or Nightbot can be really helpful for auto moderation. Number 4, visual announcements and flying emotes. Subscribers and new followers to your channel can get rewarded with a little animated GIF that welcomes them to your squad. Sometimes just going that little extra mile makes people feel acknowledged and they want to participate even more on your channel. I know, for instance, on Twitch, when audience members cheer bits, that's another cool thing that you can acknowledge them for. Flying emotes is another tool that can encourage more interaction in your chat with very little work. It often makes people want to participate even more and even subscribe so they can get access to cool new emotes that you have available. To set up your flying emotes on Streamlabs.com, you're going to go to All Widgets and then select Emote Wall. And then the other settings there allow you to choose the duration of how long they last on the screen, as well as the size, and other settings like emote combinations required or ignoring duplicates. Once you've decided how you want it, then you can copy the link shown at the top of your screen and then set that up in OBS as a browser source. In OBS, you select Browser, name it, and then simply paste the URL that you just copied from Streamlabs into the box. Click OK, and you're good to go. Number 5, green screen. Green screen is pretty inexpensive, and it's a really great way to clean up the overall look of your live stream. Nowadays, there are apps that attempt to give you that green screen effect, but honestly, I haven't found anything that beats an actual green screen with a chroma key. So using green screen also requires that you use light. It doesn't necessarily have to be a whole ton of light, but it does have to be evenly lit. If you have any shadows at all on your green screen, then the image that you're putting in front of it could start bleeding and just looking funky. If you're using OBS like many of us, you can apply the chroma key filter in the properties of your video source. And if you have access to a game capture card, like this one made by Elgato, then you could use Serato Video to make your stream look even better. I've been building a video library and mixing those videos since the video expansion first became available in Scratch Live years ago. I'd also like to mention that it's really effective to use an Ethernet wire to hardwire into your router when you're live streaming. If you're live streaming from a Mac device, then you most likely need an Ethernet adapter as well. And usually before I go online with my live stream, I like to do a quick speed test to make sure that my connection numbers are good and that I have enough bandwidth to make sure I'm not dropping frames or losing overall quality while I'm producing this content for people. So once again, those are my top 5 tips on how to make your live stream look a little bit more interesting and stand out among the rest. Hopefully this information is helpful for you guys. If it is and you want more content like it, be sure to subscribe to our channel as we update it regularly. Once again, this is Sonny James coming to you live and direct from Serato in downtown Los Angeles. I'll see y'all next time.